I first became involved with NeuRA way back in 2015 when we met Stephanie, who introduced us to the China Trek Challenge, and that's when we started fundraising.
This work will help the 1%, the pros, get 1% better and maybe help us break some world records. But it'll also help the rest of us, the 99%, enjoy faster, longer, easier runs and a healthier life.
My biggest hope for the future with Lloyd's PhD is a tool that people can use all across the world. It all started here in NeuRA, so I think that's pretty exciting.
Ageing is often associated with degeneration and disease, but I challenge you to change how you see yourself as you age and ageing in general.
So I think the funding's come at the best time that I can keep going with my project and hopefully not get stopped by that. There is one promising new intervention, new treatment rather, that tackles phantom limb pain. And this is called graded motor imagery.
The Pearl program was interesting to me because I'd like to support the PhD work that's happening within the business. The PhD process is an extremely hard process to balance life and the work together, and our donation adds a little bit to that process.
Doing this research is like imagining the brain as if it was a microscopic crime scene. In a real crime, we look for people, but in the case of a brain crime, we look for cells.
My favourite part about being a philanthropic sponsor with regards to the PhD program, the Pearl program, is supporting, a wonderful young person like Lucy.
My goal is to understand how can we reduce the impact of pain on older people's quality of life by developing a new pain assessment tool and introducing a novel intervention to make them more physically active and free of pain.
One day, probably not in my lifetime, it will be cured, and that will be a great thing for the community and for humanity.
Knowing that there is someone who's prepared to sponsor me as part of the PhD Pearl program is incredibly humbling and gives me so much motivation to do better for my PhD project and for my patients.